Send me your submissions, I'll rate your gameplay. If you take a bison, you get F's all day. I really want to rate gameplay with you. Please like and subscribe for your boy. Subscribe for your boy. Yeah! Hello and welcome to episode 100 of Rate My Gameplay, where we look back and we appreciate the road that got us here. I mean, this series, started as just a friend suggesting, hey, you should rate other people's gameplay. And then it's turned into this whole thing. It's sort of been the heartbeat of my channel. I feel honored to do it, and I feel like really thankful that people enjoy it as well. So I thought, why not appreciate the people who have been a part of this series? And in my subjective opinion, I'm going to show you the 10 best episodes of Rate My Gameplay, one by one. All links are in description if you want to watch, and I'll catch you at the end to say a little thank you, you know? But anyway, let's jump in. Here are the top 10 episodes of Rate My Gameplay. At number 10, we have episode 62 from Josiah. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Josiah in the top 10. He really carried this series a lot in the early going. I think he's the most prolific submitter. He's always creative, and in this episode, he took something that was formerly a villain, gave it a storyline, and turned it into a hero. Really creative. Josiah has not been uploading or submitting recently, but I know he's still around. He's beloved by people who, if you know, you know kind of thing. And number 10 definitely goes to Josiah. Stork doesn't make sense with whale, but I guess... Okay, you must be planning on not keeping the whale. Oh, level 3. Oh, this is the flying fish dream, man. You lost this round, but you just gained an incredible flying fish summon. 3 gold is worth the loss, in my opinion. At number 9, we have episode 74, which came from Echo 6 Charlie. And this is one of those ones where maybe the actual run itself isn't top 10. I mean, it was an interesting run, but maybe that's not top 10. What made this top 10 was me trying to figure out what the hell was happening with his notifications. Like, this is purely subjective. It was such a funny episode. And I know that a lot of people loved it as well. So this just has to be in there. Echo 6 Charlie, shout out to your dogs. Also, shout outs to my dogs on turn 6 and to Stephanie making Pearl on turn 13. And now, yeah, there is motion at your back porch. Why am I looking around? I'm in my front yard. Stephanie making Pearl on turn 13. Are you telling me that this is Stephanie? What am I missing the joke? I don't even know, man. Anyway. Okay. You know, if I had have waited an extra second. Stephanie was promoted to Pearl League. I get it now. Oh, and shout out to your dogs on turn 6. It was the bloody... Oh, I'm so slow. The dogs on turn 6 was your dogs making movement on the back porch. I thought it was like, shout out to my dogs. You know, that kind of thing. So... How am I so consistently idiotic? Coming in at number 8, we have episode 85 from Proy. And as you can see behind me, this one was special because Proy edited an absolutely incredible Rate My Gameplay intro. I can't play it now because it'll get copyright or it'll get, it'll demonetize and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, absolutely insane production value from Proy. Hilarious. And the actual run, like, I don't even talk about his run. I just talked about him being a weirdo. Yeah, but absolutely cracking episode. Definitely one of the best. And shout out to Proy.
What the fuck? Oh, I didn't see you there. So I decided to infiltrate Rev's video. Enjoy.
Episode 85 of Rate My Gameplay is here. History never repeats. Coming in at number 7, we have episode 19 from the one, the only, Grounded Sap. So this was Grounded's second submission. I think his first one from memory was a 5-of-a-kind chinchilla. And this one, he had a very interesting theme, which I had never seen at the time anybody do this. So this is a classic, like, 90% of the run is just total confusion. No one knows what's happening. And then he drops the whole theme on us at the end. And the reaction was just great. It was so wholesome. I told my wife about this afterwards. Like, yo, this grounded guy is nuts. Which we all know now, but I didn't know fully at the time. Yeah, great episode. Definitely worth checking out. Do you have a plan in mind? No, because even if you've got a plan where the elephant isn't a part of it, it's still... You can garner so much free trumpets here. I actually feel sick. Like, I trust this man fully with his gameplay. And yet I'm so confused. I'm nervous that I have missed. What are you doing? Coming in at number 6, we have Grounded again, this time joined by Flame. And this was episode 50, in which my gameplay was rated. So this was, you can see down the bottom left, this was me. And I sent the run to Grounded and Flame, and they both reacted individually, and I spliced them together. And this was just so funny. This is probably the only time you hear Grounded Sap do a belly laugh at the end because of what I ended up pulling off. It is a classic episode featuring two of the... I didn't plan that, by the way, but very funny Grounded. Thank you. This episode is so funny. I have endless love for Flame and Grounded. And yeah, you should check this episode out if you haven't seen
9
it.
wins. Nurse Shark. Is Nurse Shark coming in? Oh dear. Oh no. Not like this. I feel sick to my stomach. I thought I knew RevTT.
Keeping up. Yeah, even by the length of the video I can tell that this is probably going to be the final... What? What are you doing? No! No! This is so painful. What are you trying to say, Rev? Do you hate us?
Lionfish. Well, okay.
Okay, we have entered the top 5, and coming in at number 5, we have episode 77 from Hawker P, titled The Most Evil Man in SAP. And you can see on the screen why. What made this episode great was that he was linking back to an old Odd Man video, which if you know, you know. And I was very understandably upset. And then at the end, I don't want to spoil it, but I got my revenge. This is an absolute classic of the Rate My Gameplay series. You've really thrown me here. I'm saying the bison, don't you dare. Why do you get thrills from pissing me off? No! I'm rooting for the other team right now. Hawker P diss track incoming. Hawker P diss track incoming. At number 4, we have episode 67, I believe. Yeah, 67, which came from my real life friend, Harry. So Harry had been grinding for a long time to find the right video he wanted to submit. And what he came up with was absolutely insane. I believe he was probably the only person to ever do this, and it was on Turtle Pack, which has to weight heavily. Like, to be the first person to do something on Turtle Pack this late into the game's life cycle is insano. I'm not going to spoil it in case you haven't seen it, but much love to Harry. That's my guy right there, and definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it. What? What is happening? Oh, Elephant Blowfish? Radar, nice to see people trying original teams. Just bring out your Elephants Day. Doesn't shouldn't we all be enjoying right now the fact that it's bring out your Elephants Day from every opposition team? And this man's running Big Deer? It is now 50-50. Alpha Strats initiated. At number 3, we have episode 16 from the one, the only Super Auto Gaming. So this one was like insane for me because I at the time had like 200-ish, 300-ish subscribers. So for SAG to send one through just blew my mind anyway. And then he ended up reacting to my reaction on his channel. And I basically doubled my subs. Like, Sag didn't have to do that. It was super cool. And it was like, it was one of my first, like, hey, I kind of maybe am making it right now, you know? And the run itself was absolutely insano. Like, we'd expect nothing less from Sag. It was really, really funny and really, really special. I forgot how to talk for a second. Anyway, Sag comes in at number 3. What are you looking to swap the stats for, Sag? The dream is over. Oyster says hello. And there it is, we're running Tank Oyster, baby. Oh yeah, Bulldog, get out of my life. What are you looking for to close it out? The alpaca, like, why? What, skunk me? You sold the oyster? What? At number 2, we have a very recent submission, episode 96 from Andy Nomus, which I coined the greatest sap run I've ever seen. Now look, the whole point of this ranking isn't just like highest quality run, it's more so like the whole experience, you know? And this one, the experience, the run, it was just insane. I still, even after sitting on it for a couple of weeks, I think it probably is the best run I've ever seen. I'm still firm in that belief. Andy Nomus, great dude, well deserving. I mean, this could easily be number 1. Out of 100 episodes, this could comfortably be number 1. But I put it at number 2. And if for whatever reason you haven't seen that, you have to go watch it. You have to. So here is my world's first and also a world record that's impossible to beat. And I guess, like, yes, your team is low stats. Sorry, Andy, I should have focused more. Okay, this is... Pause. I just watched your run and I thought even that team had low stats, but that's not what you're gonna do. Oh, hell no. This man's bro. Oh, this is insanity. No. And finally, at the number 1 spot, in my opinion, the greatest Rate My Gameplay episode ever goes to episode 10, Infected Player. So Infected Player, well-known YouTuber, he submitted a run on a sneaky email address, and I didn't recognize his in-game name. So that's the context, and I was hypercritical. At this time, and probably still now, he's a better player than me. And at the time, he was much better. So I sat there heavily critiquing his run, not seeing the vision, and when he finally pulled it off, I was left flabbergasted that you won't get a better reaction ever in Rate My Gameplay history than this run. Just an absolute classic. And that's what I'll have as the number 1 greatest Rate My Gameplay episode ever. Sell the... No! No! What are you... Ah! But now the way that you've entered the late game here, and I can see you like reading abilities sometimes of the pets, makes me think you're a new... You're not new, but you're not a super experienced player. So, you can run, yeah. That explains a lot. Okay, not to take up too much more of your time, but I do want to finish by saying thank you to anyone who's been involved in Rate My Gameplay in any capacity, whether you've submitted or you just click on the video and leave. Thank you, sincerely. Like, this channel, like I said at the start, Rate My Gameplay has been the heartbeat, and I feel like this channel has become a really tight-knit community. Like, our aura, our sort of, like, connection goes beyond just the raw numbers. I sincerely love all of you. Like, it's a beautiful game, and we have a beautiful thing going, and I'm thankful to be in this position from just a friend saying, hey, you should do this, to now it's become like a tight-knit community. That's special, dude. That's genuinely special. So, enough of the cheesy talk. Thank you for being involved, and I guess we'll see what the next 100 brings, hey? Goodbye.